Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor. Hey, thanks for checking me out. So I thought I'd make another video while I'm driving because I've been so busy, but I felt drawn to make a video, so hopefully you get something out of this. I'm going to talk about higher energetic states. I'm trying to put this into a way for people to understand, which doesn't offend anybody in any way, and put in the basic information. And I'm going to use verbiage that maybe sounds a little woo-woo, so please excuse me. I could say it in other terms, which I may drop in here or there within the context of what I'm saying, but I don't think anybody's going to get offended, really. So that's not what it's about. So anyway, concerning sexuality and higher energetic states. So what people, I'll say, like me, what we're doing is carving out more space. So we're carving out more energetic space of fields of fields of awareness. So these higher states of being present. So when you're in a state of being present in the moment, those higher states, what's happening is with some people within their own sexuality, when you enter into a field like that, lower energetic states, for instance, let's say the first chakra, and I'm saying all this in terms of energy, those energetic states are available, but you can go to a higher state of consciousness within it. So what I'm saying is that some people report, like men who are into being more aware, are noticing, let's say, a loss of libido, and they're wondering what's happened. So they're not grasping onto that, and I'll use a different terminology, different way of thinking for other people. They're not grasping onto that lustful sin. They're not grabbing onto that sin of lust. They're not grabbing onto that basic area for sexual pleasure. The reason is because that higher state means that you could actually reach a higher level of sexual union with your partner, and instead of grasping onto a lower energetic state, you can grasp onto higher energetic states. So actually being more together and more in tune with your partner, instead of doing, for instance, something to some other being, you're grabbing onto a union with that other being for even a higher vibrational frequency. So I wanted to explain that a little bit, because I go on forums and I see people and they're like, I don't know why I can't get into it anymore, of sex and all these other things. And I'm like, well, I know what that is. So if you're having any issues, for males and females, where you're maybe a meditator or consider yourself a spiritual being, and you're trying to be with your partner and it doesn't feel the same anymore, that's because the energetic frequency has raised, and you're actually looking for a lower energetic frequency where you can be at now a higher energetic frequency with more of a 5D. I'm going to use this terminology, with a 5D frequency, when you're more able to tap into that, you're tapping into that avenue where you can actually have feedback for your partner, what they're feeling versus what you're feeling. You're being more in tune with them, and that lower state is being dropped away. So for instance, when I do I do distance healing, and I'll have a lot of negative, like I have to remove after somebody breaks up with someone else, a union, a lot of negative cords, a lot of negativity around them. All those things, all those kind of situations are not happening for people that are meshing at a higher vibrational frequency. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, letting go of all that negative aspects and tuning into a higher aspect with somebody else, with your soul self. So this is all good, but a lot of people are still approaching it who are more in tune with their 3D and 2D, and they're looking at it like, what the heck, I can't function like I am anymore. So what I'm saying is, approach it from a higher level and look at it the way it's really meant. The real way that you're meant to have sexual union is total joy and total love. And people who have never experienced that are befuddled and that's one of my new words I've been using a lot. And so they're befuddled, and they're just not like, they're like in shock. They're like, what is going on? So I thought I'd share a little bit about that. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. All right, bye-bye.